Hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Dark Sage Walker and I have a bit of a personal story to tell. But I am going to do that after I've shown off some of the other mods that I've just recently downloaded. And you'll see some of them, but notice last time I was playing with card sleeves. But now I also have the Sailor Moon planets, which you will see shortly, and a lot of different deck skins, and of course, Pokermon, because that's the way I enjoy playing the game. And then the music pack, which I played last time, but admittedly, as I pointed out before, I still just kind of like the regular music for the game. I'm not going to show you guys every deck customization option now, because there's a lot of them that got downloaded from one mod. What I am going to show you... Oh, why is Spades... Oops. What I am going to show you is the diamonds, which I decided to do Okami. Now, I don't know who that character is, but that's Rao. That's the super overconfident wolf guy with the sword. Again, I don't remember his name, which is sad because I just watched my roommate play through the game in its entirety, and I barely remember some of these characters. But let's go over some of the other options. And yeah, some of those are stupid. Vocaloid, in case you really can't get enough of Hatsune Miku. I don't know what this is, but it looks funny. I don't know anything about the anime Lucky Star, but there it is. I'm not the biggest fan of Lethal Company. Inscription. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't finished going through Inscription, so I don't know all of those. And Goobers. Hollow Knight, which, Dung Defender. Is that Hollow Vessel or Pure Vessel? I don't remember. And I believe that's the King. And then more Hollow Knight. We got Zote. Got... I don't remember who you are. And then the Nail Master. And a Grub. It is a Grub! Considering that I just finished playing Silk Song, I might go with these ones. Just because I am in a Hollow Knight mood. I also do love me some Guilty Gear, but the only character here I recognize is Saul Bad Guy. Evangelion would be a good choice because we got Asuka, Rei, and Misato. I don't know what Aina is. You guys will have to let me know. Don't know what that is. Elrich Mod C. Don't know much about Dead Sector. I think Null is like a YouTube or a Twitch channel. This is Cards Against Humanity skin. I know nothing about Bocchi the Rock. Now, because I play Pokermon, I could also just do the Pokemon diamonds. That is absolutely an option. I don't know a lot of VTubers, but admittedly, I think they are fun. Could do Star Fox, though admittedly, I think the art for this is a little iffy. Don't know what that is. Now, we have more Pokemon sprites. We've got Tyranitar, Houndoom, and Caesar, which I really like. We also have Dratini, Dragonair, and Dragonite, which again, very cool. Bo. I know nothing about this show. Pizza Tower. I only know Peppino Spaghetti. And Rust, and then these are the ones that just come with the game. I think I've talked myself into doing this one. Alright, that's enough of that. Let's get into a game. And I've decided if I'm gonna go for high scores on Pokermon, in Pokermon, the Jokers play a much bigger role than they do in the regular game. Which is not to say that they don't play a big role, but in this game, because... in this mod, because the Jokers do so much more, because it's harder to find the consumables that you need at a moment's notice, a lot of the Jokers carry some of that heavy lifting. So I figured, okay, maybe if I want to run high scores, I should try using Black Sleeves with Plasma Deck. It's worth a shot, right? So let's give it a whirl and see how we do. Alright, there's our Caesar card. I don't care if he's got a ×4 weakness to fire, he's such a badass. Okay, I don't care about Roggenrola. Let's see what we have here. You know what? That's good. Saves the rest of our money because I would like to try... Well, this is a nice and easy win. I would very much like to try to get that voucher before we get out of here. Yeah, I think the voucher is our best bet because a lot of the high score runs that I've grown used to are done using face cards, and I do not want to... I don't want to have to deal with friggin', you know, the plant. Hold on. Alright, so depending on who or what we find first will actually help us define what version of the high score run I want to go for. Like, I think I'm just going to save my money. There we go, another full house. Once again, nothing here is really catching my interest. King? No, you suck. King? That is a queen. There is a difference. There we go. Alright, sorry, I just needed to make sure my phone was on silent. Well, you are good for econ. You're good for econ. At least somewhat. And I think we just go from there. Okay, we didn't even get... One card wins. Okay, we are gonna need to replace Vanillux pretty soon, though. Immolate? No, of course not. Shame. Oh, Delibird is also good for econ. Okay, maybe we better start opening Celestial packs. Okay, that would incentivize high card plays, but I really need another chip joker before I start worrying about that. Still, it is hand size. Okay, need... Okay, that actually is kind of big because now that gives us something to aim for. I just wish that it was something other than Slowpoke. But the Slowking angle is definitely one that we should try aiming for. No room. Okay. Well, I mean, the next thing to go is probably going to be Psyduck anyway. And even though Chikorita is good for hand size, not necessarily great for what I'm aiming for, because in the long run, I want to play flush 5. No, I probably better not. Nine, 8, 7, 6. Hello, Tyranitar. Okay, so now we really need something to replace Vanillux with. You're down to 20 chips. Okay, well, make ourselves another Isaac and evolve Slowpoke. Oh, he was trying to give me a Polychrome gift card that I couldn't accept. Okay, that explains a lot. Okay, so I think what we need to do is drop Vanillux, take Rapidash, and we'll start working on trying to make straights. There's the plant, nice and early. What's easier to get right now? Definitely Jax. Okay, stop trying to give me a gift card. I can't accept gift cards. Use both of these, but we are going to start making more kings. We're also going to want to start changing their... Well, I mean, like I said... Five, 6, 7, I need an 8. There we go. We'll go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Oh, we got straight flush. Nice. We can use that to make ourselves another king. Alright, let's grab this on the way out of this ante. Then hang those two. Star Hierophant. Alright, so I think what we do is just that. Let's keep it nice and easy. Start with 0 discards. You're up to 48 chips. Very nice. Oh, 10, Jack, Queen, case. Put the king at the end. Very nice. Pikachu! Alright, I think Pikachu is a must-take, just to help out our econ. We got a Thunderstone? Oh my goodness, that was quick. Alright, so we have a little bit more freedom with our econ now. Let's see if... yeah. No, don't need that. This is strictly to level up Rapidash some more. Nope. Actually, I could do a flush. And then we can hit 4 of a kind on kings. Alright, starting to look pretty good now. Now what we really need is like pseudo Woodo for... Sorry, like I said, pseudo Woodo for face card retriggers, energy cards for Slowking, and anything that gives me additional hands would be really nice. Okay. Like, I guess Machoke wouldn't be bad because he gives me a bunch of additional hands, but I also lose... discards that way. Like, I don't know if that's anything I really need to worry about. Okay, yeah, I think we have to play the flush 5 here. Mostly just to unlock it. Alright, so Golduck is not really helping us that much anymore. But let's make sure we have the crystal ball to exit with. We'll consider that a just-in-case measure. Okay, additional chips will kind of help, but at this point we really need to be hitting more molts. Still. Alright, we might be in trouble. Maybe not. I think 4 of a kind is the right way to go here. Yep. That definitely helps. You could help thin down the deck, and that's big. But I guess who would I give up for that? Probably Bayleaf? Because at least temporarily we still need the chips. Well, you're worth 105. You're just worth whatever my top 2 cards are. Yeah, I think this is worth. Yeah, we better grab that. And we might want to re-roll that too. Say hello to the taskbar again. It's been a good boy. 7, 8, 9, 10. Ace, king, queen, and 2. Alright, let's go ahead and make one of these a bonus card. Also, I completely forgot about Sneasel, so I'm a genius. I was hoping for more gold kings, but this will work. Waterstone. Not a whole lot here that's really all that good. Power Raichu, I guess. Single 9. There we go, there's our flush 5. Alright, more kings. Artemis, are you here? Oh, you suck. Alright, this could be trouble. There we go. Actually, it wasn't that bad. Arrow or grass. Okay, not super helpful. Ravik, none of this is really that helpful, save for the Dusk Stone. Lot 5. God damn it, game. Alright, take 4 behind. Okay, I don't think I'm going to get what I'm looking for here. Of course. Alright, now let's play 5 Isaacs. Also, no, I'm not just looking to randomly eliminate kings. Alright, there we go. Start leveling this up finally. Only once, though. Alright, at this point, we should probably get out of Rapidash and start looking at something else. Also, 10. So if I draw a 10... Oh, okay, I didn't, but... Oh, wait, yes I did. I lied. There we go. We have more Joker space. Question is there room for, is there anything that I want? Right now, the answer is no. Let's see what pops up. Okay, yeah, I don't even care. Because I'm not gonna be ignoring my discards. Nope. Nope. Okay, discards we have plenty of. We just don't have a lot of hands, so probably not gonna hurt to get rid of Sneasel at this point. Roll with it. And looking for 9s, okay. Okay, yeah. There's one. Okay, so then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Ooh, always nice to have Temperance. Alright, anything good here? Why yes, we have the ability to remove more chaff. Grab this just to clear a voucher. Let's see if we get anything good here. I mean, sort of. That can potentially help us re-level our flush 5. You are worth more hands. Is that worth more than hand size? Or even better yet, is it worth more than Weavile for what it does? It requires hands to use. Honestly, you kind of synergize with Slowking because I'm looking to play all of my hands. Yeah, I think we get rid of Weavile for Squirtle. Alright. None of those are useful. Okay, let's just get rid of these. Because what we really need is that 5th King of Hearts. Yeah, like them. Damn. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you know what? Let's make another King of Hearts. There. I don't have a use for Metal Energy. Come on, flush 5 levels. Versus. Come on, Smeargle. I mean, we've already gone Slowking, so sorry, buddy. Nope, looking for hearts, not spades. Okay, so now we go 1, 2, 3, 4. And I guess this one, because what we need more than anything is cash to try to find the jokers that we really need. And what we really need right now are re-triggers, so we're looking for things like Pseudo-Widow, Phoebus, even Rattata will be a huge boost to our score. Water energy. Curse you! You know what? Yeah. More flush 5 levels are definitely going to help. I like Pink Frillish, you're fun. You know what? That's fine. Okay. So long as it doesn't hit Slowking, we should be okay. Okay, we're fine. Alright, let's keep it going. Why, thank you, Jimbo. Now, I remember what I said at the opening of the video about story time. And yes, I do have a bit of a story to tell. It's not a super long story. Unfortunately, it's also not a super positive story, but it's about the reason why I'm even recording a video at, 3 in the afternoon instead of being at work, and that is because, unfortunately, your poor Dark Sage is suffering from a severe panic attack, or at least... No, I think present tense is definitely right there. So, to explain what I mean by that, I was actually on my way to work when suddenly I just felt this intense wave of dread and horror roll over me. And so I just kind of stopped what I was doing and sat down and tried to figure it out, which is when I started freaking hyperventilating and just being really short of breath and just losing track of everything. Which is when I decided maybe I should call someone, let someone know what's going on. Freaked the shit out of my roommate, because he had never actually seen me have a full-blown panic attack before. Like, every time this has happened, it's happened at work. So he's never been there to see it, he's just been there to see the aftermath of it, but... yeah, no, I'm not super proud of him seeing one of my weaker moments. Not that I had a ton of choice in that or anything. All of this to make sure you guys have a nice friendly reminder to always be mindful of the people in your life, because you never know what they're going through or what sort of struggles they might be having. As for me, it just came out of nowhere. It was this complete freakish onset, entirely apropos of nothing. It's just, there it was. And yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it! We've got plenty of kings. I don't need a king's rock. Because as much as I may complain about work sometimes, trust me when I say I would rather be healthy and at work than, yeah, I'm home, I'm playing a game, I'm doing okay right now, but trust me, it's through suffering. I would rather not be suffering is kind of what I'm getting at here. That's kind of the crux of the entire story. How many non-heart kings do I have? One. It would almost be better just to get rid of it than to try to change its suit, so... just do that. Welcome back, Psyduck. Okay, gonna lose some money here. So, to explain to you why I'm playing the way I am, Slowking gets extra mults on every king for each hand that you've played. So I'm just purposefully playing down all my hands before actually playing the hand that I intend to score with. Which is also why I'm really needing some re-triggers, because obviously this isn't going to last forever. I haven't found a single overstock yet. I'm amazed by that. Okay, really need that water energy. Like, this is getting ridiculous. Yeah, Raichu's pretty metal. There's Raticate. Okay, I think we can definitely give up you for Raticate. Oh goodness. Oh goodness, my oh me. Okay, that's big. Phoebus is huge, so we need a prism scale stat. Not to mention water energy, but I think that goes without saying. Though I don't need the water energy for Phoebus, of course. Yeah, I think that's right. Alright, that's looking much better. Alright, so now what we need. Well, I mean, that water energy is huge, because that's just going to make Slowking better. There's the Prism Scale. Fuck it. Ooh, we go with the Prism Scale. Let me just save this for later. Oh, whoops, I forgot to delete a card. I feel silly now. Alright, now we can start playing our real hands. Oh, that's a beautiful score. Death or temperance? I think we go with the death. Moonstone can hopefully get us another flush 5 level. Discard down. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Versus. Alright, look at that, we're up to E's. Omen Globe. Not bad. This will hopefully help us find some deja vus. Though I am a little worried that we haven't seen an overstock yet. Okay, let's grab that. We can always turn that into a king with a King's Rock. Definitely take that. Oops. Oh, that's right. Dawnstone really isn't going to be that good with this deck, just because I have to spend so many hands setting up Slowking. Oh well, you live and you learn. Because we are hanging on the edge of tomorrow. Honestly, there's no reason to keep discarding down. We have the hand we want. Let's just play it. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, so the question becomes, do we sell Zapdos or Magmortar? I think we have to go with Zapdos. And don't get me wrong, I love me some Zapdos, but he's just not the legendary we're looking for. Alright, see if we can't find some water energy. And the answer is no, but hey, you tried. I guess a King's Rock would also be good. No repeat hand types this round. This is very bad for this run. We can work with that. Scale down. Yeah, we might as well just play it. How much will the telescope help? Not much, because we're looking for flush 5, and it's going to be forcing high card. Not that we're getting flush 5 anyway, so I don't know why I'm complaining. We can also use a King's Rock on that. I do have a Queen of Hearts that I can turn into... Yeah, I think that's worth it. Get out of here. Actually... Ooh, 5 luckies. Don't know how lucky they're actually going to be, but... Alright. That's cute, but no. Well, honestly, maybe I should. Oh, that's useful. No water energy. No. Right, did I have? I do not have an ace of hearts. So what I wanted was this. Did I already discard this queen of hearts? Well, I want one of these two to scale down. Oh no, I still have it in my hand. Okay, good. It's funny, I haven't seen either of those twos since I added them to my deck. Brawn Bull is kind of useful, but not necessarily what I want to add to the deck. Alright, I should probably grab this just to clear it out of the shop rotation. There we go. This will also turn you into Gengar, which further slows down my negative hunting. Unless... because I would rather you self-destruct sooner rather than later. Okay, I didn't think so, but it was worth trying. Also, where are you at? Oh, of course, you're working way too slow. Alright, so there's a good chance that we're not making it out of this ante, but, you know, at least we tried. Which ultimately means that, in the long run, Gengar was a troll. Also makes me think maybe I should have gotten rid of Magmortar instead of Zapdos. But you know what? At least we know that for next time. Okay, that might actually be enough to keep us going. Hopefully. Hold on. I want to see if I can... Okay, now let's use this. That's what I was looking for. Alright, let's see if leveling up Slowking was enough. So it was. Nope. Nice. Again, I could use a King's Rock on that. I mean, why not? Oh, that's why not. Okay, so this would definitely be good for getting another Rattata, another Phoebus, or another Slowpoke. But I would need room for it first. That's something I do not have. Alright, well, I know I've got until the end of this ante for something to happen. What would be particularly nice would be to get something like, I don't know, Smeargle or Zorua. It would probably have to be Zorua in order for us to have a chance of making it any further, though. And I think I might have said that wrong. I think I accidentally said we needed to be Zorua. No, we would need it to be Smeargle. Transformation. Fortunately, I don't really have anything to transform. I don't think you can use that to get Mega Evolutions, so that's just right out. Useful, but not enough room. We need to be able to last long enough for Gengar to go off and get ourselves another Joker slot. And at the moment, I just don't know if we have the ability to do that. Doesn't mean we don't try, though, because even outside of all that, we've got ourselves a good run going here. As much as I would like it to continue, though, I'm just not sure I can. Which, that having been said, we made it to Ante 14. It's not like I can be super upset about that. I can just, want more. Yeah, I need to be able to make it 2 more rounds. Oh, where were you earlier, huh? What's funny is that if I had taken that hieroglyph a while ago, it might have given us a bit of a shot, but then I would have 1 fewer hand to work with, which means that you would actually not be giving me as much malt as I'm getting right now. Yeah, this is probably... I think this is GG. But I would like to think that I've come quite a long way since I first started playing this game on camera. Like, it's not that I don't make misplays anymore, but at least I can understand the ones that I am making for the most part. I should point out that obviously I don't quite catch all of my misplays. But I do think it's important to be able to recognize the ones that I do make and where I can improve. So the question, is it worth it to run black sleeves instead of the trainer deck sleeves? In my opinion, I'm not sure. For that particular run, it would have been better to run trainer deck sleeves. But for other runs, like for other types of high score runs, maybe the black deck sleeves are better because you get that extra Joker slot to use for later. I don't know. I think it's up for debate, so you guys let me know what you think. Is it better to run black deck sleeves, or do I run trainer deck sleeves? I think there are pros and cons to either one. But anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. I appreciate you coming and spending your free time here with me today. I hope you all have a beautiful rest of your day, as I'm going to work on having a beautiful rest of mine, recovering from my panic attack. And I will catch you in the next one. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and you take care.